I really wanted as much headroom and as much storage space as I could possibly manage in this build. Hey everyone, I'm Jessa, this is Oliver, and this is Ronan. It's 2023 and the three of us have hit the road once more, this time in a converted Subaru Forester. Follow along as we slow down and explore everything that this simplified lifestyle has to offer. Whew. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessa, and today I am just outside of Austin, Texas. So for the last 6 weeks, I have been living on the road, traveling across the country in a converted Subaru Forester with my 2 dogs. My current setup is not complete. When I designed it, I intended to get a power source and some kind of way to keep food cold, like a refrigerator or cooler, but I don't currently have either of those things. That being said, we've been on the road for 6 weeks and it's been a great setup. I think it's really working well for us, and I can see us being out here for a long time with what we have. So I thought I would take time to show it to you because I know a lot of you have been asking, and yeah, let's get into it. It's a little bit cold, so I'm doing some like jumping jacks to try and keep warm. And the sun's going down, but I've spent a year and a half previously traveling in a Sprinter van, so that was a much larger, much more complete setup. This is very basic. There's really not a lot to it, and I think a lot of people can utilize this simple design to get out for the weekend or even just use what you have to hit the road now. Let's start. Okay, so this is what happened. I knew that I wanted to hit the road and I didn't have a van. I had a Subaru. I knew that I had plywood in my garage, and so I started researching some designs for how I could build out the Subaru, right? Make it fun, make it more accessible for road travel. And I called my friend Josh, who also built the van, and I asked him if he would want to build this for me. So he built this, and we kind of collaborated together on the design. The first thing that we did was we took out the back seats. The back seats do fold down, but they don't get entirely flat. And I really wanted as much headroom and as much storage space as I could possibly manage in this build. Once we took out the seats, we needed a level sleeping platform. That was the most important thing. All right. Under the sleeping platform where the back seat was, Josh built out a cubby, and I can keep a lot of stuff down here, a lot of like small things for the dogs. I keep my clothes down here in these little packing cubes that I used to use for backpacking. It's a very strange design because it's built around the car. It's built around like the frame where the seats were sitting, but it also locks this platform into place so it can't fly around, you know. It's anchored into the car itself, so it's very safe, and it doesn't move. It doesn't make any noise while I'm driving. Under the passenger side, there is a storage space for my shoes, and there's also this flip-up hinge to extend the sleeping platform, but also give me room. There's like a little compartment for snacks and things here. I'm not explaining myself well today, Oliver. It also allows for me to move the seats back if I need to, and it gives me this extra little storage cubby, which is where I keep a lot of my snacks. Behind the passenger seat, there's some extra room, which is where I've been keeping all of the dog food and toys and treats. On the far side, behind the driver's seat, we have a little built-in chair, which is just a little bit lower than the rest of the sleeping platform, and it allows me space to sit in the Subaru comfortably. It has an angled back piece that starts the shelf, so I can lean comfortably and sit. The dogs can be laying down on the bed while I'm sitting and working or getting ready for the day. This is also where I usually keep my camera bag and my pillow, just on the floor there. Oh my gosh, I'm getting really cold. The most interesting part of the build is definitely this storage unit. Yeah, it's very aesthetically pleasing. I took the measurements of a power bank that I thought I might buy, and we built this shelf around that. However, like I said, I have not yet bought said power source. So right now this big cubby is actually a little shelf for the dog's water and food bowl, and it keeps our extra water and things like coffee and olive oil. The other two cubbies are, I mean, honestly, I haven't really figured it all out yet. The other two cubbies hold more water, our little vacuum, and like some odds and ends like dog toys, and whenever I unroll my bedroll for the night, I like put the wrapping in these shelves to keep them organized. So still figuring that out, but it looks really pretty. And if I had the power bank there, yeah, I think it would look a lot more complete. So hopefully getting that soon, because even though I've managed 6 weeks without it, it would be really, really nice to have it to charge all of my stuff and to be able to cook. We have these two blankets that keep us pretty warm. This one's wool, this one's just from Target. This is where I keep all the dogs' leashes. We have their gentle leaders, their 2 leashes, their brush. This cleans the dog hair out of the car. Super helpful, right, Ollie? Right? Super helpful to do like a, yeah. You can't tell because I literally just did that, but best thing ever. This is my pantry. These pullouts have been so helpful, especially this one. I love that I decided to do 2, because when I am rolling up the bed in the morning, I will fold the blankets and put them here. This has been a really, really helpful space. Alright, so up here I have my sleeping pad. So every night I get this down and I unroll it in the car. I have my laundry bag back here. I'm gonna try not to fall. I have my sleeping bag wrapped up and packed away. My day pack. My window covers if I decide to use them. A couple of spare towels. A pop-up sink here that I have never used. And a Tupperware container full of extras like paper towels and glassware. Some cleaning supplies. Oh, we are losing daylight fast. All right, I hope that this video has been helpful. It is so fun to explore the country this way and to just get out there and have a new adventure and see new things. So I hope it inspires you to use what you have and just hit the road. You don't need a fancy van. You don't need an RV. We also decided to add this carpet, which makes the whole thing feel homier, more comfortable. And I like it because the dogs are always laying back here. The bed's not always out. Thanks, bud. And it's just better for them, I think. Let me know if y'all have any questions about the build. I know it's pretty simple, but this is what we're working with. So far, it's been good. We've been charging things, like our main issue is not having power, so we've been charging things at the gym and at coffee shops. That's how I make my hot water for coffee, and sometimes I charge things while we drive as well, like obviously my phone and the boys' GPS collars. I can do that while we drive. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will do my best to answer them. It's pretty simple, but it's working for us and we're really having a good time. And I hope it inspires some people to get out on the road and, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. That was like my main thing when I set out. I don't have a van, I don't have a big setup, I don't have the power source, but I really wanted to get out. So I hope this inspires you. I hope you get out on the road and have some adventures of your own. This is a terrible tour. This is terrible, terrible, terrible. Excuse me. It's chilly, Ollie. It's so cold. It's so cold. I love you. I love you. I gotta get the sleeping bag out tonight. I know, I know, I know. I know. All right. Love you. Oh, excuse me. That tour felt a little bit rushed. I'm a little bit cold, but hopefully it answered your questions, and if you have any more questions, please let me know in the comments. I'm happy to answer anything. I really like the build, and I can see us living in this setup for a long time. So thanks for watching. Thanks for your support as always. We'll see you next week.